everybody, happy Wellness Wednesday. Marco Rodriguez coming at you. I thought it'd be really special since May is Military Appreciation Month. I thought it'd be a good idea to interview a veteran and fellow biohacker, Matthew Hardesty. Matthew, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate you taking your time. First, and also thank you for your service to our country. It is because of guys like you that we're able to enjoy the freedoms that this great country has to offer, and I want to thank you for that. Now, you have a pretty extensive military career. You were also deployed. You had some experiences overseas. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I was in the military from March of 1992 through December of 2001 on active duty, and then was in the Idaho National Guard from December of 2001 to December of 2007. Went to Iraq in 2004 through 2005. Came back here to Fort Bliss and was helping to train soldiers from 2005 to 2007.
And then you were honorably discharged in 2007, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, so when you were discharged, by the time you were discharged, you had a number of health issues. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So when I was discharged from the military, I had what's called chronic back disorder and arthritis through my L1 through L5 and a partial tear between the L3 and L4 vertebrae. In 2015, I started having fallouts behind the wheel of the car and had several home studies, several emergency room hospital visits and whatnot that were going on, trying to figure out what was causing me basically to black out or have what they found out to be absent seizures.
Wow! So you were having absent seizures.
Correct.
And what else was going on?
So, and then I also had COPD, anxiety, depression, and PTSD. In addition, my cognition was going down, and my wife, along with 3 other family members, wrote letters, along with my psychiatrist, noticing that my memory was slowly deteriorating and spiraling in a downhill spiral.
Wow! And so, what was your provider, your healthcare provider, doing to help you with that?
So the one thing they were doing was either upping my medications, as well as giving me other medications to go ahead and try to see if those would help out with what was going on.
And that's very common. Is that we just seem like we just want to continue to up the medications. Now, at what point? How many medications were you taking?
So at one point, I was taking 21 different medications.
21 medications at one time, and you're talking about in one day.
Correct.
Okay, and you brought those with you?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Let's take a look. All right, so here we are with all of Matthew's medications. Now, Matthew, you were taking all of these.
That is correct, yes.
Every day?
Yes.
Okay, would you please share with us, what are these and sort of what they were doing for you?
Okay, so meloxicam and my gabapentin, this is for my pain and my anti-inflammatory for my back and my arthritis. These medications right through here were all for my anxiety, depression, PTSD, and my seizures. This up here was for my COPD, so I have my inhalers and my nebulizer treatments. Over here I have my nebulizer and my CPAP machine that I use throughout the course of the day, and at night my CPAP machine. Also you see my walker and my cane. My walker, I would use that whenever we'd be out for long periods of time, so any time over 15 minutes, I'd have to take my walker with me, otherwise I'd have to find a place to be able to sit down and rest for a few minutes because I wouldn't be able to carry on, and it was exhausting to where I would be bedridden the following day or 3 days afterwards. And then my cane, I use that on a daily basis. So here's my cane that I was using on a daily basis that's now retired.
That is an incredible amount of medication to be taking in one day. Now, since you started biohacking, how many medications are you taking now?
So now I'm down to 2, and those are my
Okay, so you're down to 2 from 21 medications. You're down to 2 medications.
That is correct.
Awesome. Let's go back and sit down and we'll finish the interview. All right, so let's recap. So you were taking 21 medications, and now you're down to 2 medications, all right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us, how has biohacking changed your life?
So basically, in a nutshell, what it's done is it's actually given me my life back. I'm actually able to go use the gym. I'm able to walk, spend time with my grandkids. I'm able not to be bedridden any longer. So which is a big plus, and we're able to take trips without having any problems. So I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that I've got my quality of life, and I never expected it to be this fast or this soon.
That's incredible. That's incredible. You know, we have a lot of military veterans out there that are suffering from a lot of the same issues and conditions that you were. What message would you have for the veterans out there?
So just remember that, you know, through the course of all this, I was still on my medications through everything, and it wasn't until a doctor went to me and was telling me what was going on, and I was able to wean myself off of my medications. So that's basically what has happened since November of 2019.
Okay, and if I may say that, and part of it is because when you're biohacking, those are all natural plant-based products. So there are no drug interactions that we know of, and it's perfectly safe regardless of what medication you're taking. So would you say that, would you recommend biohacking to all of our military, law enforcement, firefighters, EMT, anybody who's out there really going through, I mean, they've got a tough job. Would you recommend this to them?
Oh, absolutely. I think if, especially while you're on the job, because if I would have had these products while I was still in the military, I think my quality of life would have been 100% better. So
Awesome.
that's just, it's a big win on all occasions for your livelihood and for where you're at. I mean, and it's never too late. No matter what your age is, you know, start today and see where it takes you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Matthew, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate you taking your time again. Thank you for your service to our country. Guys, thank you for tuning in for Happy Wellness Wednesday. Marco Rodriguez coming at you. And as I always like to say, remember, there is a better way to live. Have a blessed day.
Christians, did you know there's a biblical solution to getting rid of toenail fungus? It's been hiding in plain sight all this time, in the Gospel of John. What's one of the scariest side effects of toenail fungus? Losing a foot! Anyone who has struggled with unsightly toenail fungus for more than 60 days needs to see this. What if I told you there was a way to easily restore feet to healthy, attractive, fungus-free levels in as little as 30 days? Well, there is. And the most shocking part is, this discovery wasn't found deep in the labs of Big Pharma, but rather the Bible. Normally, a fungal infection starts when germs seep into one of the countless little cracks in the toenail. From there, it embeds itself deep in the cells of the nail and begins to spread. Most people usually first see a white or yellow spot under the tip of their toenail. However, by the time this occurs, the problem has already spread out of control. This is bad because if left untreated, toenail fungus can spread to other toes and even the rest of the foot, causing unwanted odor, brittle or cracked nails, and even a loss of mobility. In some cases, it can compromise the immune system, leading to blood poisoning, necrosis, and much, much more. But the good news is, one world-renowned longevity expert and former NASA scientist recently discovered a proven, all-natural way to restore healthy toes and eliminate that embarrassing fungus. It's a simple, 7-second ritual that can eliminate even the toughest types of toenail fungus and stop it from ever returning. Now, this simple ritual doesn't require ineffective topical treatments or painful scrubbing, and it can work even if you've had toenail fungus for 2 months or 2 years or even 2 decades. It's so effective that even though this discovery was only released to the general public a few weeks ago, it's already exploded in popularity and is now one of the most sought-after solutions for treating toenail fungus. And this solution has been hiding in plain sight for more than 1,000 years. Dr. Sam Walters had a major revelation recently while reading the Gospel of John. Words he had read dozens of times before, but this time was different because he had experienced a revelation that led him to create a brand new solution that attacks the real root cause of toenail fungus, reducing and even completely eliminating unsightly toenail fungus in as little as 30 days. So if you've tried everything to get rid of toenail fungus and nothing has worked, then simply use the blue button below to watch the informative presentation and discover the biblical solution for toenail fungus found in the Gospel of John. So I urge you to stop everything you're doing and watch a short free special video that in the first 3 minutes will explain how this one-of-a-kind solution can restore healthy, happy, attractive feet for the rest of your life. Use that blue button and watch before it's too late.
Not long ago, Rita Levi Montalcini celebrated her 103rd birthday, and then during the festivities, she made a speech. And in that speech, she said, "My mental capacity is greater today than when I was 20. Normally, when I read a story like this, I smile and I say, God bless her, and then I turn the page. But in this case, I took Rita